One of the questions I see surrounding AMC stock the most recently is, were the 17 million shares recently issued by AMC included in the shares outstanding number? Or put another way, does that 450 million shares outstanding already include the 63 million shares that were available for issue, or the 43 million shares that were available for issue to the public? Does that number include those shares? Now, in this video, that's exactly what we're going to be addressing. We're going to be talking about the difference between authorized shares and shares outstanding and how this applies to AMC stock. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. All right, look, there might be some confusion out there surrounding AMC stock and the shares outstanding, and whether or not that 43 million shares that Adam Aron and AMC are going to sell are already included in that shares outstanding number that stands at 450 million. And the answer is no, okay? That 450 million does not include the 43 million shares for issue, and it doesn't include the other 20 million shares that they're going to be giving out in executive compensation packages, and so on and so forth. So let's talk about what the difference is here, and let's start with authorized shares, because that's kind of the beginning. That's where it all comes from, and it all stems from. And that's where all of these shares came from in the first place. So when a company incorporates, when AMC incorporated, they set a set amount of shares that they could sell to the public, that they could have outstanding. They authorized a set amount of shares. Now, we know as time went on and they needed to raise capital again, or for whatever reason, they decided to issue more shares, they do what's called an amendment, and they can get more shares authorized to issue. So this number can change as time goes on, yes. But if we want to think about it in the easiest terms possible, authorized shares, and let's just make it a nice round number right now at 500 million. I know it's slightly above 500 million authorized shares, but let's just make it simple and say that it's 500 million shares are authorized. That's the maximum amount of shares that AMC can sell, okay? Now, whether they did that, which they didn't do it in an initial public offering because they're going through many secondary offerings and raising capital through secondary offerings and things like this that you're seeing with the 43 million shares. That's the number, that's like the big number that you can start with, is the authorized shares. Now, the difference is shares outstanding, and it should be very easy to understand outstanding shares because that's what they've sold. Those are the shares that are out there. Those are the shares that no longer affect the company. They can no longer raise capital from those shares that are already outstanding. Think about outstanding as outstanding in the market, right? AMC has no control over these shares anymore. They've already been issued. So the only thing that AMC can use to raise money are these authorized shares that have yet to be sold. Okay, they're no longer outstanding. So that 450 million you see is the shares outstanding number. These shares have already been sold at the market. They've already been, the capital's already been raised using these shares, and it no longer affects the balance sheet of AMC, right? They can no longer raise capital from those shares outstanding. That's why they're outstanding, right? Now, there might be a difference if you're getting into, if you want to get a little more technical and talk about like treasury shares and share buybacks and stuff like that, but let's save that for another video. So we've got 43 million shares that were sent and given the green light to sell. We know that 17 million of those have already been sold, and they might even be selling more at this point. But look, that 17 million will be added to the 450 million number. So you're going to see 467 million shares outstanding soon, and it's just the way it is. Now, this does dilute the shareholder, right? And by now, you know my stance on dilution. I don't think it's a good thing. And, you know, I don't know if all of you guys can handle my opinion on shareholder dilution. I don't think that those 17 million shares were necessary. I don't think the other 40 million, the other 30 million is going to be necessary to issue either. So, but that's just me. But I see it all over Reddit. I see it all over Twitter. I see everybody asking, what's going on? Are these numbers? And some people are out there telling you that these numbers are already included in the 450 million number. Please do not believe that. The authorized shares are something completely different, and they are not yet included in that shares outstanding number. So the shares outstanding number, yes, will rise to around 467 million since that 17 million's been sold. And then as the other, as the rest of that 43 million shares get sold, that number will rise to what? 493 million, okay? It's inevitable. As soon as those shares are sold, they become shares outstanding. Now, whether your broker updates that number right away, or if you're looking at different resources like Google, Yahoo, Reuters, Bloomberg, any of those websites, whether they update that number right away, it's just a matter of how quick they can get to it and how fast they update their numbers. But those shares are outstanding now, okay? So if they've sold 17 million, there's technically 467 million shares outstanding right now. Each of us as shareholders has been diluted a little bit, and whether or not you agree with that dilution is a different story, but that's how you calculate the shares outstanding. And it's just, move forward knowing that. The best thing that you can do is not go do your research on Reddit somewhere and then trust what somebody on Reddit says, yes, they are included in that number, and then the comment right below them says, no, they're not included in that number. Know what you're dealing with here. The best thing that you can do throughout this entire short squeeze is to stay educated, all right? Don't base your opinions and don't base your decisions just on what one person says or what two people say, or if you're following a thread. Base your decisions on this short squeeze on all of the information that you can gather from multiple sources, and then make your own decision up, okay? Move forward doing what's best for you. Yes, I know there's a lot of people out there who want to hold to the moon, literally, but make that decision for yourself, all right? That's the best advice I can give on this. No, it's not financial advice. That's life advice, right? Make up your mind, do your research, and make your own decision based on the knowledge that you can acquire from all sorts of different sources. It's going to make you're going to be much better off doing that. So guys, I want to know right now, what do you think? What do you think about the shares outstanding? I know you've seen it before. Let these people know what's going on out there, how many shares are outstanding, the difference between shares outstanding and the difference between authorized shares, all of that. Let us know down in the comments below. If you're holding AMC, throw those diamond hands up, guys, because every day that goes on is a day that we get closer to the squeeze and a day that we get closer to seeing these astronomical prices that we've all been waiting for. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. So let us know down there, guys. If that subscribe button is still red, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us. Become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to trading, you haven't set up your brokerage account yet, use the link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account, and you're going to get, just for depositing $100, you're going to get a couple free stocks just for doing so. And of course, you can sell those free shares. You can buy AMC with the money you have left over, and then you get AMC, you're part of the squeeze, and it didn't cost you a dime. Now, until the next time, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.